Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Ah, Something I wanted to talk a little bit about here is we know that Adidas is ending their jersey agreement with the NHL in 2 years, I think, and I wanted to talk about some of the other different brands that have made jerseys before and who I in particular hope takes over the jersey contract. But before we do that, again, I'd like to welcome you to the channel. If you're new, it would be greatly appreciated if you were to hit the subscribe button, especially if you like the video. You know, I've got a goal of trying to see how close to 1,000 subscribers I can get to the end of the year, and I would really love your help with that. And yeah, so hopefully you enjoy the content, and of course, if you do, check out some of the other videos. And yeah, so with that said, Adidas is getting out of the jersey making game, so to speak, in I think 2 more years. Now, there's a lot of different jersey manufacturers that have manufactured jerseys before, and I mean, and some of them were okay. Some weren't the greatest. Some were, some were okay. Some were pretty good. I mean, Adidas ended up being pretty good, I gotta say. Adidas, I think, did a pretty good job, especially when they released the Prime Green, the logos, with the beveled threading there, and we get that more 3D look. Those logos, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm hoping maybe that kind of sticks around when the new manufacturer comes, when the new manufacturer takes over. I kind of hope the Prime Green style logo, even if they don't call it Prime Green, the Prime Green logo, if they call it something else, cool, but keep that style. I mean, the beveled edge, the beveled threading there, it looks phenomenal. So I kind of hope they keep that around, whoever takes over. Now, we've seen different companies that have made jerseys. Nike has made jerseys before. Of course, CCM made them for a long time. Starter, when Starter was around, they dabbled in it for a couple of years. Pro Player, I think, only made them for 1 year, and then they went out of business. And then Reebok kind of took over. Reebok got into it, and then they went from Reebok to Adidas, and of course we've had Adidas since 2017, but Adidas is getting out in, I think, 2024. Is it 23, 20? I think it's 23, 24, or maybe 24, 25. 23, 24, I think, is the last year they're manufacturing the jerseys. Now, there have been rumors that Under Armour might try and get into this. Under Armour, they're more, I mean, anything I've seen from Under Armour is like really, really skin tight. So I don't know if I'd want them making the hockey jerseys, because if they're crazy about skin tight stuff, we don't want skin tight hockey jerseys. I'm sorry, I certainly don't. And some of you guys might feel a little different, but I certainly don't. So Under Armour, I really would not want to see get into it. Reebok, I mean, some people have said maybe Reebok could get back into it. Well, Adidas owns Reebok, so I don't think Reebok would get back into it, because Adidas owns them, and Adidas is getting out, so I don't think Adidas is going to say, oh yeah, hand it over to Reebok. I don't see that happening. Now, Nike's one, they could maybe do it, because I mean, they used to make jerseys back in the late 90s and early 2000s. That were actually pretty good. They actually were very close to this style. I mean, this is of course, my my 1970s style Minnesota North Star jersey. But Nike made jerseys that weren't too bad. They were comfortable. They were very much like CCM, and they were made in Canada. That was another big thing too. They were also made in Canada, where Reebok, Adidas, all that, the Indo ones are all made in Indonesia. Where the made in Canada ones, they're not exactly that easy to get a hold of, and if you do get a hold of them, you're going to be paying a pretty mint, pretty much. Although I do have one made in Canada Adidas, and I got a really good deal on it. I'm very happy that I have that one. Now, with the different manufacturers, I mean, with Nike, because Nike still makes the Olympic jerseys too. I've never been that sold on the Olympic jersey, at least the current Olympic jerseys. They used to make the Olympic jerseys back again, also in the late 90s, early 2000s, and they were really nice. The one problem with those ones is they were really, really short. Like, they only would come up. I mean, they literally, you got where you wear your pants around your waist. They wouldn't even go that far. They were like, they were cut so short they almost looked like halter tops in a way. It was crazy. I mean, I have a couple, so I know. And and they were nice, and those were made in Canada also, but they were cut very, very short. Why they did that, I have no idea. But the current Olympic jerseys, I'm just not that big of a fan of. I mean, I've seen them. They just, I'm not sold on those. So I'm kind of on the idea of Nike doing it. The one company that I love, and they made the jerseys for years, and this is the company that I really hope gets the contract again, and it is CCM. CCM made the jerseys for well over 20 years. I mean, up until Reebok took them over in, 2007? No, 20. When did Reebok take over? Yeah, 07, 08, I think is when Reebok took over. Now, Reebok, when they first took over, the first couple of years, they were basically CCMs. They were CCM made. They were made in the same place as the CCMs, same material, same everything. It just, they had the Reebok name on it. Well, then Reebok decided, we want to try this new jersey template that just messed all kinds of things up. Because the new that new template that they came up with the edge jerseys, like the Reebok edge jerseys, they went with that new template so it would fit different. Well, it caused a number of teams to have to change their jersey design because it didn't work with their template. Well, maybe you should have gotten rid of the template, because that's what made the Dallas Stars take that gorgeous star jersey that they had with the nice star there, the nice star design, the Sergei Zubov style, the Zubov retirement style. They couldn't use that because Reebok said that won't work with our template. Well, then ditch your template, because a lot of fans want to see that one come back. That Zubov retirement jersey when Adidas made just a handful of them, dude, that's what we want to have. We want that jersey back. That jersey is fantastic, and we would love to see the Dallas Stars go back to it. Again, that's another retro design. A lot of people aren't crazy about the fact they go back to retros, but that's a retro design that fans would love. Fans will love it. Fans want to see that come back, and they will buy it like crazy. I would love to see that come back. So CCM is the company that I would like to see. Now, CCM currently makes the jerseys, I believe, for the AHL, I think they, you know, I don't see why they couldn't make the jerseys for the AHL and the NHL. I mean, I think it would work. Now, I don't think they would make them the same like this. I don't think they would use the same type of material here, because this is, as you can see, I don't think they would use this type of material. This is the AirNet. This is the AirNet made in Canada AirNet polyester. It's very nice. It's a very nice, nice feel to it, and it's, as you can tell, this is a 2XL. It's big. You know, I mean, the sleeve. I mean, yeah, the sleeves are a little, you know, but that's okay. You know, I mean, I like that. I'm a bigger guy, so I like that. But so I don't think they would not make it the same way like this. But I think they could do a lot of good things. I look at the prime green style logos, and I just imagine, what could CCM do with that? I think CCM could do a lot of good stuff. Another thing too, though, if CCM were to take the contract back, please put them back in Canada. Let them be made back in Canada again. I just, you know, the made in Canada jerseys, just they look better. They fit better. Not saying that the Indo Adidases don't fit better, because they're pretty good, but the CCMs fit a lot better. They're bigger, and I just think they fit a little bit better. A little better quality material too. Now, I don't know if CCM will get. I don't know if the NHL would look at that, look at CCM, and give them the contract. It would only make sense, though. I mean, they're already making the jerseys for the NHL affiliate. You know, they're already making them for the AHL. Why not do it for the NHL? I think that would only make sense. Then they can have both leagues, and I think it'd be fantastic. Me personally, I think it would be fantastic. I would love to see CCM get the contract in 2 years, and if CCM gets the contract back in 2 years, maybe they can make these again. The vintage style, the NHL vintage line. I'd love to see these get remade again. I think and CCM did them, and they did them well. They're great quality stuff. I mean, this jersey is, and they're made well too. I've had this jersey for probably, what's it been? Probably 10, 15 years maybe? I mean, and look at it. It's still, I mean, there's no phrase to it. There's nothing. The logo is still on there nice. Now, granted, the logo is heat pressed on here, but it's not coming off anywhere. And that's another cool thing that CCM, and they learned this over the years, you know, back when they were making the jerseys in the early 90s, they had some issues with, the logos coming unglued, and, you know, they realized, okay, we got to put a little more stronger material, a little more stronger glue on there so it won't go anywhere. So you can wash them. You can wash them umpteen times, and the logo's still not going to peel off. So that's my whole thing. I'd like to see CCM take the contract back over, but I'd love to know what you guys think. Who do you think should take over the NHL jersey contract in 2 years? Do you think CCM? Do you think Reebok? I don't think Reebok would take it over, but I think it could come down to three companies, like CCM, Nike, or Under Armour. And I really don't want Under Armour, but you never know. Under Armour could surprise people. Who knows? But out of those three, and those are the main three that I think would put in for it. Which one would you guys like to see? Which one would you guys like to see? Would it be Reebok, Under Armour, Nike, CCM? Me personally, I'm CCM all the way. But I'd love to know what you guys think. Again, I thank you guys for being here. And if you were new, or you've been here before, but you haven't quite quite gotten around to it, it'd be awesome if you were to hit like and subscribe. And like I said, I'm trying to see how close to 1,000 subscribers I can get by the end of the year. And I would love to have you guys along for the ride. You guys are awesome. Let me know what you guys excuse me, I kind of a cold. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'll put the link to the Discord in the description. And yeah, so I'm pulling for CCM in 2 years. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you later.